Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rasan and Isaac here with IRBGamer.com. We're live in Seattle for PAX West, and oh my God, we just got through taking a look at the game, Death Stranding. What did you think of it?
I'm still very confused. I think all of us are. I mean, so we got a quick preview of it, right? 20-minute, I guess, trailer, if you want to call it that. Yeah, you can't. There's no real info still being put into our hands. We're getting pieces, but there's no. You don't have it all figured out. And honestly, at this point, I'm realizing that probably with just Kojima and who he is, we probably won't know what it is until we actually have it in our hands.
So you think about like how they chopped it up. They tried to be strategic and give us different parts at different times. So like, for example, I thought one thing was pretty crazy was when Norman Reedus' character like fell off the cliff and the baby started crying. He actually has to pick it up and actually rock it and calm it down. And smaller things as well, like when they were showing different footage of the lady. We don't know really who she is, but we know that she's like the person that we need to save and to save the humanity. What do you think of that?
Well, I mean, it's like I said, it's a decent strategy, and like I said, you're not really gonna know what this game is about until you actually have it in your hands. So, I mean, we've managed to get a little bit of the story, a little bit, knowing that it's basically gonna be a cross-country journey as Norman Reedus, right? I'm assuming you probably start somewhere along the East Coast, and you're gonna be walking across America, visiting these hubs of survivors or people. Again, still really fuzzy about all that, and you're basically gonna be trying to navigate your way around, PTs and trying to survive. And there's also terrorist groups that are against basically the cause that Norman Reedus is most likely going to take up.
Right.
And they actually have the person you're trying to rescue captive, and so you have to run through it. And again, all of this is still speculative because, like I said, there's no true storyline. There's no true motive. We just have a very rough idea of everything that's going on, and there's still a lot left hanging about what BBs are. Right. What the fetus that Norman Reedus carries around is. What's the point of, like, where does the technology? What are the PTs, and why are they against humanity?
Now, one thing that kind of stuck out, now that you mentioned the BBs, they talked about like strategically how they only have like a lifespan of 1 year. That was kind of crazy to me. So I'm like, so how long do they live? And they're like, you can't trust them. Like, it's a baby. It's a fetus. Like, how can you not trust a fetus? Like, so I mean, the game is really, really good. I mean, Hideo Kojima, you've done a great job with making a crossword puzzle of trailers for us, so we can never actually figure out what the game is. So we have to wait for that final production, that Kojima production. So shout outs to you for making a great game. I don't know, what else could you say about this game for now?
Man, what can I really say about Death Stranding that hasn't already been said? I'm really excited just to see Kojima without any sort of restrictions. Guillermo del Toro, if anybody's familiar with his movies, I'm sure he's going to be a fantastic influence on this game as a whole. And I have no doubt about Norman Reedus' ability to deliver on his voice acting and his motion capture. I think we're in for a ride whenever this game is finally in our hands.
I agree. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you keep following all the trailers as they continue to release. The game will be available this November. Get your hands on it at your local retailer. It's IRBGamer.com here at PAX West.